In the last few years, more elephants have been killed in Africa for their ivory tusks than ever before.
Here is an elephant which was killed by poachers.
This surge in poaching is the result of a new upswing in demand for ivory products, mostly from China, where members of the new middle class think nothing of filling their knick-knack shelves with ivory statuettes, or where that ivory came from.
Each year, hundreds of millions of plants and creatures are caught and gathered from the wild, and after that sold as nourishment, pets, decorative plants, calfskin, tourist attractions, and pharmaceuticals. To combat the issue, measures need to be taken to end poaching and trafficking of protected species of flora and fauna. Wildlife poaching is the illegal hunting, capturing, and often killing of wildlife animals, and is commonly followed by trafficking. Trafficking is the capture, trade, smuggling, or collection of endangered species. Endangered or protected species can include animals which are fauna and plants which are flora that are legal to trade but only in limited quotas. Criminal individuals or organizations exploit loopholes in these anti-trafficking laws, which vary widely from country to country, by using forged documentation to make large profits.
The bracelet I'm about to put on is worth nearly 5,000 USD. It's made from agar wood, an extremely prized material that comes from incense trees. The fragrant wood can sell for more than its weight in gold. The illegal logging is threatening not just this tree, but also the ecosystem and identity of its home, Hong Kong.
The World Wildlife Fund for Nature, the International Fund for Animal Welfare, Environmental Investigation Agency, and Wildlife Alliance are all major organizations fighting against the illegal wildlife trade. They can all attest to the root causes being the large financial motives due to a growing market worldwide, that illegal wildlife trading is a business estimated to be worth 5 to 23 billion US dollars a year. Secondly, communities where trafficked goods are sourced are also poor communities, and the temptation to poach can be a matter of survival for residents. Finally, the lack of national and international laws to prevent wildlife trade due to the absence of care by some countries and governments. If action is not taken, we can see deadly outcomes. Because many of the species currently on the brink of extinction are essential players in maintaining entire ecosystems and balancing their regions, which without them animal populations can overrun the area and overgraze the area and create deserts where forests once were. A key example are elephant populations. Elephants are considered keystone species to the ecosystem they live in, since they dig water for themselves and other animals, as well as depositing seeds around the savanna, making them essential to the delicate ecosystems. Without them, whole ecosystems can become deserts, and vast populations of people and animals are then at risk of starvation. And sadly, every year 35,000 elephants are slaughtered in Botswana alone. This would mean that when ecosystems collapse, people will become environmental migrants, and their homes become unable to support their existence, worsening existing issues of poverty and hunger. Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Asian markets, and the European Union are negatively impacting the issue. Kenya experienced high levels of elephant and rhino poaching, which undermine the survival of both species. And although the government knows of the issue, real action has yet to be taken. Rhinos are poached at a rate of 1 per 12 hours. Rhino poaching is likely to increase by 356% by 2030. Poaching was primarily conducted by outlaws from Somalia and predominant in natural conservation regions, and the Kenya Wildlife Service (KWS) is not effective in preventing poaching. Asian markets, found mostly in China and Vietnam, are not taken seriously by their respective governments. Even with China threatening to reopen trade on Pangolian scales, rhino horn, tiger bone, and specifically limited to certain Chinese medicines. Poached items are smuggled into China through the Vietnamese border because of the absence of effective border control, and smugglers usually use children ages 10 to 15 to smuggle the products. Finally, according to reports from Four Paws, an animal welfare organization, many captive tiger facilities were using EU nations' weak legislation and regulations to legally trade tigers to Asian markets in China, Thailand, and Vietnam.
India. And the tigers that I knew really well and that I was photographing and so on suddenly started disappearing. They just vanished. And the tribals there told me that people were coming from outside and asking them questions about the tigers and asking them to help kill them. I spent 6 weeks touring central India and pretending to be a buyer just to see what the situation was. And I was offered I think about 36 freshly killed tigers. The reason why wild tigers are being killed in India is because of the demand for tiger parts in China. Unfortunately, we have this long, porous border with Nepal, with China, and with Myanmar. And these routes, there are about 5 or 6 major smuggling routes, are really very easy. We forget that wildlife crime is the 4th largest illegal occupation in the world. And it's a trade that's worth $19 to $20 billion.
The scale and complexity of an issue of unlawful trafficking of creatures come about in genuine natural calamities, such as creature termination, biodiversity debasement, the spread of illness, and other negative consequences. The poaching and trafficking of protected species of flora and fauna are plaguing ecosystems and biodiversity, an issue that is a growing concern globally, contributing to breakdowns and disasters in our ecosystems, which continues to hurt humans, animals, and plants alike.